I had to change the intro up one time. Hey, young, you ain't first. You the only one. You the only one. Saturdays, everybody got to recuperate and shit. So I best believe. Okay, never mind. Spencer. This one in the mornings, man, I woke up. I was wired as fuck. Like wired. Didn't have no weed at all. I had to go make a run to the dispensary. Then I bought some shit I just can't believe. This shit is $25, but this shit is 31%. 31.6. So we're gonna see what this shit do early this morning. Cause like I'm telling you, and I had a 5-hour energy, so I'm good and pumped it up. Good morning, CB. J Bird, BDS, Young. I'm good and pumped it up. I think that's why I smoke a lot of weed, though. Blue banana. Right now, I think damn near anything banana is good right now. Damn near anything that's banana. I ain't gonna lie, 31%. I was like, damn, shit, what I gotta mix it or something? Can I mix it? This 31%, but this is what it looked like. So it kind of got that little, that outdoorsy look. But this motherfucker right here, I gotta put this on the scale. Fuck that. Cause some of these dispensaries, I'm telling you, you got to really, you gotta be frugal in a sense because you'll buy, you feel me, an eighth, and that motherfucker be like 3. $2.7. So we gonna measure this shit. Make sure they didn't work me over because that motherfucker 5-hour energy got my heart beating fast. 2.9. 3.4. Damn. This shit really. They shorted me a point. That's what they did. They shorted me a damn point. This 3.4. I can't even blow on it. Let me see if I can readjust this shit. Uh-oh. Damn. 3.5 on the nose. That motherfucker exactly. So I'm about to take exactly a gram and mix that with exactly a gram of this bullshit. This was a $10 eighth. I'm about to mix it and stretch that shit. I'm trying to have a good long life. I'm trying to outlive this wiredness that I'm feeling right now. I had some of that. Feel like I had some of that motherfucking Cuban coffee. Interesting. When you see that little white sack right there, what is that? Is that a bug egg? I'm curious to know. Well, you see that there's actually something inside this little white sack that's on this $10 eighth weed that I bought. Don't that look like a spider egg right there? Ain't that like a spider egg or something? A mite egg for you weed growers? I don't know, but I'm about to twist his ass up. That's what I'm about to do. Spider mites. Well, I'm about to smoke me a spider mite right now. Spider mite gone. Protein. Get my spider mite protein on. Moonbeam here. About to smoke me a mite. Literally. Hey, if y'all ever notice, I gotta do something. I gotta do something that make y'all remember the lives. Gotta do something unique to make y'all remember, because y'all gonna remember Dirty smoked a mite. He smoked a spider mite live. And then you're gonna come to me, they're gonna be like, no, you didn't smoke no spider mite. Yes, I did. Smoked his ass like a port. Ain't nobody quit acting like y'all ain't never smoked no spider mites. Quit acting like it. Matt Moonbeam, I know you smoked a spider mite. He like, the only smoking I did was when I killed their ass. When the ass was running off, fucking off my bushes, and I poisoned them. That's the only smoking of a spider mite I'm doing. Shit, don't turn into Spider-Man. Ain't that what? Yeah, that is what turned him into Spider-Man. He got bit by a spider mite. Oh. Ooh, I am wearing red and black too. I'm ready. I switched the intro up and y'all was like, I got the wrong channel. Damn, I can't wait to hit this. Damn, I can't wait to put some fire to this. Woo! Y'all don't know how I feel. Trust me. If the bakery was at 7, I'd have been feeling good already. But because it's at 9 and only had 2 blunts, I was holding my shit. So holding that shit now, ooh, feels so good. Sin Cal, you there? Yeah, I see you. All right, man. Good looking out. Sin Cal, man, we had another miss. We're going to get it right. We're going to get it right. Catch you on the comeback. Texas prison stories. What's happening, man? I did not skip out on Sin Cal. The arrival time changed. And I got tired. And I was kind of in a doghouse. Kind of like waiting in a doghouse. Anybody in a relationship know how that go? Not doghouse, but doghouse like, yeah, I'm not feeling it right now. I'm going to sleep. It was 2:30 in the morning, man. It was 2:30. Smack 916 is HMP. Oh, you and Steve Tids, you in England. So I'm about to sit here and try to decipher HMP. Ain't no telling what the hell that means. I just know it's, oh, wait, hold on, MP, military prison. So I'm going to say military, Hanford military prison. I already drank the 5 hour. I already drank that. That's it. Look at Texas prison stories. Texas prison stories know the whole, you feel me? Her Majesty's Prison. I wonder, are they all called that? All right, let's post this. Let's get this link cracking. Everybody materialize for this Saturday one time. Blow it out your ears. Oh, H&P, then the name. Makes sense. There we go. H&P, then the name. That makes sense. So they made sure she stamped herself on everything. That's kind of like writing yourself into history. Shit. You put your tax surname to every prison. Julie all night long, North Carolina in the house. I see you. Shout out North Carolina.
Man, I just came to tell you I'm gonna go to sleep.
Man, I bet you is. Shit. How long you been driving again? Shit.
Well, usually it's a 12-hour drive, but my little daughter, we decided to take an additional 2 hours more.
You said 12 hours?
It's supposed to be 12 hours, but with my daughter, my newborn, we took 14 hours.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm tired as hell right now.
Hey, I feel for you. You need a 5-hour energy.
Hell no, I just need some of these pre-rolls right here.
Rebel spirit. That's what puts you where you need to be when you need to be.
Yes, what are they? Let me see.
Let me flip it and see.
Bubba Kush pre-rolls and wedding cake. Oh, that's a double. That's the
you smoking on, Dirt?
Shit, 31% blue banana.
And I hate y'all, man.
I mean, you know what you get when you come over here. You gonna get hit upside the head with all kind of weed. Bing, bing, bing.
Left, right,
Dirt, I've been to Jamaica before. Same way. When I went to Jamaica, man, they was bomb rushing me with all kind of shit. I bought a little bit of everything too. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, that's what's up. Shit, I ain't never been out the United States, but it's about time.
And I'm right here in Galveston where these cruise ships are. You can take like a cruise that stops in. Look what we did, Dirt. It was like cheap, man. I'm talking about this shit is dirt cheap. We took the cruise out of Galveston, went to the Cayman Islands. We literally swam out there with the stingrays, bro. Made love in Stingray Bay while all the people were swimming around, snorkeling and shit. Then
hold on. Go back. You said what?
Listen, man. I'm talking about. You have to look it up, bro. We're literally butt naked in the crystal blue water, man. You got to drive about 20 miles out. Look, about 20 miles out in the boat. And then when you get out, it's waist deep, dog. It's not. It ain't deep at all. So everybody's out there, probably 100 boats around you. And then you get back on the cruise ship. The next day you land in Jamaica. Literally, man, my bro went and picked us up. I got a homeboy from Jamaica, so he picked us up and took us down the Martha Brae River, bro. And that's right there by what's Usain Bolt's house. That's what it was. Yeah. We was right there in Usain Bolt's where he grew up, going down the river having fun. Then about like 2 days later, you're in Mexico, bro. Then before you know it, you're right back in Galveston. You know what I'm saying? We park our cars at home and just catch a ride to the ferry, man. Y'all need come on out. I need a Dirty Nation cruise one day, man. It's cheap and you can spend all year paying it out and getting ready for it. You know what I mean?
Man,
that sounds beautiful.
Now that's the motherfucking idea right there.
Wow, I'm telling you, I support that, man. I got a place with park and shit. And like literally, see what's nice about it. It's all inclusive, fam. Because when you get on the boat, you don't got to pay for shit. They got nightclubs, comedy clubs, dance clubs, free buffet. That Backwoods shirt's tight as fuck too. I like that. You know what? When I was a kid, and I was first thing, Dirk. Listen, man. How old are you, Dirk?
41.
Me too, bro. Me too. Listen, when I was in 6th grade, I started smoking, and we were smoking King Edwards, rolling them bitches up. Then we smoked, went to them big Perfectos, big ass things. You know what I'm saying? Smoked them a long time, and then our weed was so bad, we had to smoke them like that back then. When I got out of prison the first time, everybody was on that drove smoking cigarillos. It blew my mind, man. But them Backwoods, I could never roll them bitches right. It always
Man,
fall apart on me.
ain't nothing wrong with cheating, right? All you gotta do is take some scissors and cut them just like you would cut the size of a paper,
Uh,
and roll that motherfucker just the same.
yeah, that way don't got that funny end and all that other shit. I didn't think about it.
That's the trick right there. Them funny ends will throw anybody off.
Yeah, Droops, what's up, man? Good morning.
Morning,
Doing?
man. You know,
How
right
you
here.
rolling one up?
Oh,
What it is,
Oh,
damn.
he a dabber. He's a dabber.
Hey, I was telling Dirt, check this out, Drew. If they catch you with that dabs in Texas, it's the same thing as a crack case. Can you believe that shit?
Damn.
what?
Because
Oh, yeah.
it's manufactured because it's considered manufacturing delivery. You had to make that shit. And just like, see, if you get caught with some cocaine, it's not as bad as getting caught with the crack. If you get caught with some weed, they don't know how to do shit, but you get caught with them dabs, your ass going down. It was wild.
Damn. Hey, Droops. Hey, Tim. We do drugs.
Oh, hey,
Damn.
you took
We
the
do
words
drugs.
right out of my mouth. I was gonna say, hey, Tim, damn. I guess the Dirty Nation slogan still stands. We do drugs over here.
Yeah, I drive
Hey.
trucks right now, man.
We
Hey,
drugs,
listen,
though. We
Dirt,
drugs.
if I can never,
We drugs.
if I ever get to 100,000 subscribers, God willing, I'll be right there sitting next to you doing some drugs. Fuck it, but I ain't gonna do it until I can afford it. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Until I can afford it without a motherfucking job and still take care of my little daughter, though, man, I can't, man. It's miserable ass life too because I don't drink. You know, every day, man, I'd love to come home and just kick back and blow one and
Tim,
watch
I'm
YouTube my
scared.
goddamn self.
I'm scared for you in Texas. What do you mean?
I don't even care about the goddamn cops. It's them jobs, man. I'm right here where I got, man, bro. Listen, I got one of the easiest fucking jobs you ever heard of. It pays pretty good. And listen, bro, I clock in, ride my truck to this ferry boat. Takes about an hour riding across the boat, doing all this shit, go work, do it coming back. You know what I'm saying? I'm right here by boat. I literally moved right by Beaumont, man, instead of Houston and Galveston, where everybody knows me. I got pulled over 7 times last year fucking with this channel and everything in Galveston. And I straight split.
Ain't Beaumont like by the border?
Yeah, I'm right here by Louisiana, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We work.
I remember when I was riding the bus, I remember going through Beaumont.
Well, see, my company works all the way. Yeah, my company works in Beaumont, all the way across the way, all the way to Galveston. And since I'm that way, I've been manning heads that way. And it's easy, dog. Like I say, it's a lot of time chilling. If you'll see a lot of my videos, I make them on the boat, bro, right there from the work truck. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I didn't catch some. I didn't catch some for sure.
Yeah, I do it like that, man. What y'all got going on this morning? What you had anything planned? Y'all just bullshitting or what?
Man,
I'm waiting for Young to pop on so I can get on this shit. I was trying to get on
Smoking
Dirt.
that dab in.
So he looked like a spider mite. That's what I told him in the comments. He acted like he didn't see me.
I'm handsomer than you. I'm handsomer than you. I'm just going straight for the glamour. I'm going straight for the glamour.
Don't make me go brush my hair, nigga.
Man, why you
looking at hold on. I'm looking at 3 ugly motherfuckers right now. I don't know what y'all talking about. 3 of us.
Hey, Droops, turn your shirt down and screaming at me.
Fuck. Hey, it's supposed to. That's why the words are big.
Whoever said Backwoods?
Let me see that pipe. I want to see what you're smoking it out of. Oh shit.
That's the wet.
So you got to remember, it's like you showing Tim. It's like you showing Tim some hair on right now.
Yeah, this is the
right, man.
On live, you showing them hair on.
Bro, the only place that I see that shit right there is if I go down to Corpus Christi, man. Down there, they're like light years above Houston. They're real Cali plugged in. They got all them glass pipe. I actually listen. I know a dude that has a glass pipe that has like a certificate with it and shit. He paid like $5,000 for that bitch. I don't know who made it, but
fuck all that.
Yeah, right. I know he's just a baller, bro. Big house and everything, but he's proud of that bitch. The one time, listen, Dirt, check this out. Since 2008, the one time, y'all, that I did smoke, no lie, it's been since 2008, bro. But when I caught my pistol case, listen, when I caught the pistol case that I went back to prison on, they released me out on bond. And I didn't give no fuck. I said, man, I'm going back to prison anyway. I'm guilty as hell. I got caught red-handed. Why not blow, right? So for about 5 days, I was just smoking, and I tried them dabs, man. When I hit that shit, I don't know how I didn't throw up, bro. It almost made me like puke. It was so goddamn strong, hard, just like
grabbed you by your stomach, huh?
He
Oh,
Like the
you
probably
gotta
bottom
see
of
hit.
your
it, bro.
leg.
He probably
Hey,
hit
listen,
it wrong
y'all
too.
want to see him hit it. That's what I'm saying. Take a big ass hit and let me see you not choke. I'm gonna be tripping if you don't choke. Is he gonna
Oh no,
choke, Dirt?
hey, nah, he go crazy. I'm gonna choke.
That
I'm
was
gonna
a
die.
small
I'm
hole.
gonna die and come back.
See what I'm saying? I
Hey, did you
died and
tell
had
him?
to come back.
Were you here for the Plan B pills? He wasn't here for the Plan B pills. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
He was dropping crumbs
Chips.
in
Like
this whole
chips.
ass nuggets.
Whole ass nuggets.
I thought they
Hey, I
was
heard.
vitamins. I thought they was vitamins. They was so healthy and
Listen,
man,
y'all,
look,
down here in Texas, they had some shit they was calling moon rocks. It looked all weird. Y'all seen them? Is that real?
man,
What
that
is
shit
that?
been in California for hella long.
I
Yeah,
know it's been
moon
here too for a long time. I just didn't know what the fuck it is. What is it?
I smoked some moon rocks out the other day. You know what it is really? It's like weed with wax and fucking
Mixed.
and keef on it. Like basically.
They add something on
Hey,
it
You
to
know what?
make it
Hold
look
on, wait.
pretty, huh?
That's the man to ask.
Let's ask this guy.
Yes, that's the man
What's
to
up,
ask
stuff? Good
right
morning,
there.
man. What you smoking on right there, bro?
It's some wedding cake. Little
What are
wood.
Man,
moon rocks, man?
I
Moonbeam?
still got vacation time this year. I need to come on out there and just say fuck it.
He want to
Tell
know
my
about
boss I
moon rock.
quit. So I gotta quit my job for 30 days after I come hang with y'all.
You gotta go sick. Be sick.
Hey Tim,
I got one of them
this one's for
jobs.
you,
They'll
Tim.
rehire me though. Oh wait.
Hey, Moon.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt. Can you break down the science of a moon rock, please?
Yeah, what is a fucking moon rock? Tell me what that is,
So,
bro. Because I've seen pictures of it. They were all weird colors and shit. They look cool.
you familiar with Rick Simpson oil?
Oh,
It's like basically THC oil they extract from weed, and then
okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
darker oil. They take like a regular bud, they dip it in the oil, and then they roll it in keef, and then the keef dries up the oil into the flower, so it basically turns one bud into this a concoction of the highest THC content you can get, basically.
So are
But
they
it's
like
messy as shit.
expensive as hell?
They're messy too.
Are they expensive?
Messy home.
It
Not really.
depends. Like some places at the show, we can get it pretty cheap, but then you go to
At one time, it was expensive because it
was,
was new. But now
But I
moon
like
rocks
it
is
gold.
kind of regular. Like if you got that taste, like hey, I want moon rocks today. I mean, you got no problem going to get it because they're everywhere now.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
people making it at home. So shit.
Listen, when y'all
That's funny that
first
you say that, 'cause
legalized in
the other day I was
California,
like, go
listen,
ahead.
when y'all first legalized, I can tell you what happened because I seen a dude was the first one I ever seen do it. They were literally just bringing out giant crates of those vape pens full of their dabs and shit. You know what I mean? That was the first thing ever because it was easy as fuck. They can bring them concentrated, but this is what they was doing. The pens, we found out later, were like only half a gram, and they were down here telling everybody they were a gram selling them. They were robbing motherfuckers because you couldn't weigh the pen. You know what I mean? So people stopped doing that, and then they started bringing that liquid shit. Y'all drink that liquid stuff over there too? Liquid THC?
The THC lean, yeah.
Is it good?
You know
I
what?
mean,
I don't drink it, man.
I don't prefer it.
I had some THC lean that was fucking 3,000 milligrams.
Damn.
Damn.
You can
Well, see,
only buy.
Houston, man, they
Look,
like
you
sipping
can only
that
buy
cough
it.
syrup down here, so
No, that shit
They
was
like-
so fucking thick. That shit, man, I was like, hell no, I ain't tasting that shit.
Hey, you can only buy it legally, like up to 1,000. So if you had 3,000 milligrams,
shit.
damn.
Oh, you mean each? I mean each, you know.
Oh, I'm about to
Right.
say,
Yeah.
you like, who remembers Mega Man? You was about to use like Mega Man.
Nah, it was 3,000 milligrams. Mountain
Man,
Dew.
hell nah.
That shit was thick.
Hell
Come
no,
on,
that's
man.
that.
You get?
That's that uncut.
That's that bathtub shit. That's always gonna be the best.
Shit. That's that shit. He got to hit it 3 times.
Hey, you know what they're doing down here in Houston, man? I ain't gonna lie. Right now, listen, they're calling Houston the fake drug capital of the goddamn world, man. They're down here faking these pills, making fake cough syrup. It's a lot of fake drugs.
Hey, Tim, as God is my witness, when I went down there to Dallas, that was what was told to me. It was like, if you go to Houston, you're going to get a bunch of fake shit. And this is way back in like 2016. They said, you're going to get a bunch of fake shit. They said Dallas is cool. You're going to get some real shit, but they ain't known for having fake shit.
Right,
Houston.
Dallas also. Listen, man, this is in the same state. If you want to get rich in the game down here, you just need to live in Houston and have a cousin in Dallas, or vice versa, man. Because they're like
That's the
250
real thing.
miles away from each other. There's no checkpoints, no nothing, and the prices are way higher up there on everything. So guys have been getting rich off Dallas ever since I've been a little kid. Getting rich off Beaumont, getting rich off Port Arthur. These little cities, man, outside of Houston, these boys don't have to cross the state line down here. Texas is so big. You can hit a little country town, just know somebody. But see, that shit got in so demand. What you know what? Listen, remember the doctor that got in trouble? Y'all remember the doctor that got in trouble for killing Michael Jackson? He was from Houston.
Yeah,
Y'all remember that shit?
yeah,
See, that
hell yeah,
doctor right
the
there.
black
Listen,
dude.
that doctor, that black African dude, had about 30 motherfucking clinics down here, and there were about 1,000 more where you just walked in, paid $100, and you could get a prescription for 3 of anything you wanted, man. And they had our whole city just turned out down here. When that
Damn.
doctor got busted, they started closing the pill mills, bro, and people started faking shit. People started switching to heroin instead. Man, like when I grew up, we didn't even have heroin around here, dog. Until everybody got on them damn pills, then they started switching. It's bad now, man. But like I said, they'll sit there with they use scuba diving tanks, bro, and just sit there and press fake pills, say you probably fentanyl or some bullshit, fake X pills. Like, man, you get an X pill in Houston. Listen, an X pill in Houston costs like 20 cents, man, and it don't do anything. The fuck is that? When they were $20 when I was a kid, what the hell's going on?
Them, hey, them smackers was something else at one time.
Y'all got that tough. Y'all got that tough out in California, huh? See, that shit was only in San Antonio, Dallas, and Fort Worth. That was our 3 cities that was doing it, dog. Now it's everywhere. Our whole state's going to fuck right now.
Yeah, they like what happens is like there's residual waves that come and hit California. So like if it starts there, by the time it gets to us, then the word will get around that people's dying and shit, and you'll see that shit pop up on the news and fentanyl and pills, and it'll be in the headlines again.
Right. Hey, that's one thing that you just said. We've literally, I got a bro, man. Shout out to my brother George, man. That we've sat down one time as grown ass men after we stopped doing drugs and realized during our lifetime we watched a bunch of different drug waves hit, bro. From cocaine to crack to goddamn. We had a period where everybody here was smoking water, dog. If you wasn't smoking water, you wasn't even cool. That was the thing. Then they started making all the Houston songs about sipping the cough syrup and popping eggs. Bro, listen, one time, I'm gonna tell you something, Dirt. They argue a lot, the Texas and Louisiana, Texas and LA guys, about who was sipping that drink first and all that other shit. But we got a song. It's even on my channel. Listen, when Spice One came to Houston in like '94, and he had never even heard of that shit. He says it on the song, man. I'm fixing to go back to Cali and show him what y'all drinking out here. You know what I mean? Because Spice One's people was all from Houston. He come down here and just pop up and hang out all the time. I went to a concert with him one time, you know. So, but that shit killed Houston. Like, look, DJ Screw, all of our legends, guys sipping cough syrup. Man, that shit was ridiculous.
Who else other than Pimp C and Screw?
Man, Big Mo. It's been like 5, 6, 7 goddamn rappers that did, dog. Y'all probably wouldn't even know who they are, man. But it's either been pills or the motherfucking cough syrup. You know what I'm saying? See, Pimp C was the most famous one, but Pimp C was probably the last one to do it. Like literally, he had already lost all his goddamn homies to the shit and still did it. Ain't that crazy?
Man, because I can remember his their first album, UGK. They wasn't talking about syrup.
Fuck no. But I tell you what the game was, and my big brother and them used to do it. I would ride, bro. I was a kid. It wasn't my money. I ain't gonna lie. But we would go up to Third Ward, and they would buy pint bottles. It was 16 ounces, glass pints, and it come in a cardboard box. Bro, the whole drive home, them bitches would be rattling. Like, we'd be excited. You know what I mean? They take them home. But check it out. And they get Boone's Farms out the corner store and put an ounce in each one of them, bro. This is like about 93 right here, 92, 93. Put an ounce in each one of them. And the trash spot was just full of Boone's Farms in the refrigerator. And each one of them went for $10. You know what I mean? Or you could buy it in a baby food jar. and the baby food jar was $25 back then. But the whole game for them was taking it up there to Port Arthur where Pimp C and them are from because they paid double. You can literally get there in about an hour and a half and you double your money. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's what it
that was a drive worth taking. Shit.
Well, see, Pimp C, yeah, well, listen, Pimp C and them did the opposite drive because they were from Port Arthur. They go pick it up in Houston and cheap and bring it back. You know, that's the game, dog. Listen, it's even weird because when I went fed, man, I don't talk about this shit ever, bro. It's crazy. I'm just letting loose with y'all. Y'all smoking, getting me I guess I'm getting a contact buzz or something. I'm getting a contact. Yeah,
Y'all be getting contact. We know about
all
it.
the time.
Yeah, what's up? Salute. Good morning too. Listen, when I went fed, this the crazy part. These people in Texas got this cartel shit set up, bro. I got smoking my damn They have everything set up.
You ain't even smoking.
I'm smoking. No, I'm smoking on this old cigar. But listen, they have Texas set up where if you want to work these different cities, anything that's cheap in Corpus, in San Antonio is high in Dallas and Houston. Anything cheap in Dallas and Houston is high in Corpus. You can literally sit there and trade work back and forth and fucking stack up. You ain't even gotta sell the shit yet. You can literally just move it back and forth and have you a goddamn mountain and then get to work. You know what I mean? They do it like that on purpose, man. And the waves, like I said, we hit a drug wave. Our drug wave when I was young was crack, super hard. San Antonio's was heroin, and Corpus was getting a meth wave at the exact same time. Like I literally moved as a kid from a crack hood to a meth hood and couldn't believe it. I was like, man, I didn't even know this shit existed. It was weird. But when you say them waves, yeah, man, somebody need to talk about that. It's crazy. What's the wave right now?
Fentanyl. They lacing everything
Fentanyl.
with fentanyl.
Y'all think that's real though? Listen, they say one little salt grain of that shit will kill you. How the fuck are these boys even measuring it up, working with it or anything? It don't seem possible.
Cutting everything with it. They cutting all the speed with it. And it's going straight to your heart, bro. Boom.
They cutting pills with it.
They cutting
the
liquid
though.
They cutting Norcos, everything.
Well, yeah, that's what I was just telling them, bro. Look, Houston, man, I hate to say it, it's on my head, but it's the home of the fake drugs, and I think that's how they do it. I really don't know, but they sell fake Xanax here, fake Percocets, fake everything,
bro.
And they actually do get them. They get them loaded, bro. It's not from a farm, so it got to be that bullshit. They're gonna end up dying taking that, man.
Bro, you can get on the dark web right now, bro, and buy fentanyl from China, and they'll send that shit straight to you. That's what them niggas is doing.
That's crazy, man. They playing with people's lives with that shit.
As far as waves go, when I was a kid, it was crack, of course. I didn't know nobody did or sold heroin or sherm or pills. That because when I was young, pills, that was a white boy thing. We didn't do that. Then right toward when I got locked up in 97, the end of 97, somewhere around there, from the summer to the end of 97, we could narrow it down. All I remember is people started getting locked up talking about, boy, I was man them pills, them Gatorades, them Nikes, them Blue Dolphins.
Yeah, same time here. That's the exact same year they hit here, about 98, bro.
Now
Big
everybody's
time.
on meth though. Everybody's on meth, even the
Here,
homies. Even the
man,
homies,
guess what just happened over here the other day, y'all? Check this out, young. It was all over the news, man. I'll tell you, as an ex-federal inmate, this shit don't make no sense though. But listen, they pulled over two guys riding through my city. Look at this. There are two guys riding in a Toyota Tundra. That when they started searching the truck for some reason, they had 272 kilos of meth in the back, liquefied. They had a bunch of Home Depot buckets. But look, they said the two men jumped out wearing masks and they have no idea who they are. But I'm going to let you know something. That's not real because they pulled that truck over knowing who the hell the men were and what they had. You know what I'm saying? The men probably just jumped out and started working with them. And that's exactly what happened. The men got caught and they say on the side of the road, they made up a story saying, hey, bro, we're just going to say y'all took off running. We don't know y'all. So tomorrow come back and talk to us. That's how the shit works. How them punk ass laws work.
Wait. So do the police take it or do they be like holla at us on the comeback?
They took the
dope. They got it. They're gonna listen. They clearly said 10 times on the police reports, we don't know who they are. They escaped. But bro, when they randomly stop you riding with over that much work, it wasn't random. You know what I'm saying? They knew who the fuck you was. Your plug told on you. Bro, a lot of times this is what I had to realize. We was coming out these small cities with big money. You ride up to the goddamn big city and your plug will tell on you coming home, dog, because he's in trouble. It ain't just your crackhead telling on you, your fucking customer. It's the goddamn man with the big weight telling on you sometimes. And that's scary shit. You know what I mean? For
Hey,
real, but
you know what that reminds me of?
huh?
In the pen, you know what that remind me of? Dirty ass
What?
move. Like we all know where the phones come from. The inmates ain't bringing the phones. We know where they coming from.
Hell yeah.
But they call it climate control. They'll put out enough phones and keep track of these phones. And next
Right.
thing you know, they'll come up with compile a list of where all these phones went and come back and reclaim their property. And next thing you know,
Man.
another inmate pop up with the same phone you had. How that work?
Wow. You know
Call it
what, bro?
climate control.
Man, I swear to
Hey,
God,
Tim.
listen.
Tim, do
Hold
they
on, I'm
work with
sorry,
the
y'all. I
brothers
gotta
out
go
there?
1 second. I'm gonna say one thing, Dirt, that I was gonna do a fucking video about it. You just reminded me. I am gonna do it, dog. When I got out of the feds, it's a rule that everybody leaving the feds has to go to a halfway house, even if you got a home or whatever. You still got to go do it. That's exactly what they was doing to us, bro. Since some of the guys were sex offenders, they weren't even allowed to have a smartphone, so they had to have them little baby ass flips. So what
Yeah.
their rule was, none of us could have a smartphone, so we couldn't identify who the fucking chomos were. So now, literally, we all had to have the same phone. Well, bro, we wasn't trying to hear that, man. I ain't had no Facebook in years. Literally, my first 10 minutes, I got a phone. Dog, 30 minutes later, they're coming confiscating my goddamn phone, man. They caught me that fast. Check it out. An hour later, the other guy comes back and says, give me $20 and I'll get your phone back for you. They took my goddamn phone and sold it back to me about 50 motherfucking times, and I just kept doing it, bro, because I wanted that bitch.
Wait,
Are you sorry, motherfuckers?
the inmate to go get it back?
No, the other goddamn guard will go get it back. They was playing a game.
For
One take it,
$20?
one sell it. Bitch, motherfuckers, dog. This is crazy. And
Hey,
this is what's bad.
how
The guy that would take it.
how you gotta shoot the $20 though? Like you gotta come off the shelf? What you gotta do?
Now he in the halfway house.
Shit, it's free world halfway house. You better tell your people you need
Oh,
$20.
halfway house.
Halfway house. They straight up cash money, dog. You know what I mean? And I guarantee you, if I would have been doing a little better in there, they probably would have charged me 50. They just knew I was broke as fuck getting hit for 20. You know what I mean? That's how the game. Hey, Dirty Nation, good morning. Yeah, I'm finna tap out, man. I gotta go run, take care of my daughter. I'll see y'all later, man.
All right, Tim.
right,
Appreciate
Love,
it.
Dirt. I'll catch y'all later, bro.
All right, bro. Go. Man, I was sitting, man, I ain't never had to go to no halfway house. That shit'd be bullshit. I'd be like dangling freedom in my face. I already failed the last time, so I don't know if I'm cut out for no halfway house.
And then you can't get no buns. You out there with buns everywhere in the world, you can't get none. Oh,
That'll be my That'll be like if I left and came back because I left to go get buns. When I came back, they're gonna be like, "Why did you do it?" Shit, you understand?
You go get buns and come back, you be like, "All right, I ain't tripping," but I can't get no buns. And all these buns walking by the front door.
Like you understand?
I've been in jail, nigga. Where my nigga Droops go? Dog or something?
I don't know, man. Tim called him out. He took a hit, and that was it. Tim said, "Take a dab. Let me see." And that was the last we heard of Drew.
He had to give it up.
We already know he'll turn his mic off because he's choking. Hey, man, that was hella information to process from Texas.
Hey, Texas, though, they're very big, bro, and they got a lot of major cities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then a bunch of fucking small cities in between, bro. They're fucking huge. Texas
Trust
is
me.
huge,
Hey, I know. I done rode across that motherfucker on the bus. I done rode across that motherfucker in the car.
Yeah, I rode that motherfucker on the Greyhound like at least 5 or 6 times.
Did your feet get swollen?
Man, nigga, I rode 4 days on the bus, bro, from Long Beach to Tampa.
Did your feet get swollen?
Well, I was a little younger, so I was moving and all that, but nah.
Nigga, my feet was swollen by the time I got to Beaumont where he was talking about. Nigga, my feet was swollen from being on that bus.
Dirt, Remember how you was talking about in Louisiana, bro? Shreveport, Louisiana, bro. I got caught with some weed right at the Greyhound station coming to Florida. I was 23 hours away from my destination, bro. We did one stop, Shreveport, Louisiana. They got on with the dogs. Nigga, I had like 7 or 8 rolled up blunts in my sock. Cause it was just weed. You know what I mean? I was just smoking my shit. Man, when that dog got to going ham on that mother, that nigga said, man, do you got anything on you? I said, no. Man, my dog would not be doing all this, man. I said, no. I had a little bag like this, a little roll-up bag. I said, here, this is what I got. He goes, nope, you got more. You know, I had that shit in the drawers. I must have went down and dropped. Boop. That nigga picked it up, cracked one of the blunts. He smelled that shit. He put it in his pocket. He said, come with me. Went to the back, bro. Made me strip out. See, I didn't have nothing else. Let me go back on the bus, bro. Took my weed and bounced.
Oh, now just picture if the bus would have left.
Bro, I swear to God, bro. I know.
I had to pee.
Bro, I'm telling you, I almost shit my pants, my nigga, when that dog stopped. I was 3 seats away behind the driver. Behind the bus driver, bro. When that dog got to stopping and looked right at me, that motherfucker just stopped and looked at the dog, looked at his owner like, yep, that's him. He had something.
It didn't help that you look like a national. It was like, oh, yeah, he got the coca. He got the coca.
Hey, I was looking even worse back then, bro. I had 2 ponytails. I was looking the part. I had on some gray khakis with a blue sweater. Some blue corduroy house shoes, nigga.
They like Manny Manuel he got at least something on him. He got some candy.
Hey, when I went to Hawaii in October, you know how they tripping on COVID, right? So they didn't have the bags. They didn't want to put our bags on their fucking little carousel thing. They put all of our bags just on the ground, standing all around, and they had motherfucking security guards standing around so no one would just fuck with your bags. Man, why was the security guard with the dog standing away from everyone's shit with my motherfucking bag, bro? I'm like, oh, it's done. It's done. Like, I'm fucked. I'm about to walk into this bag, and they're gonna do it. They're gonna come with us. You know what I mean? I went up there to grab my shit, bro. My heart was doop. I fucking started walking off like no one said shit, bro. I was so happy. I about did a flip.
Hey, I randomly got searched at the airport one day, and I had some trees in my bag, bro. This how burnt out they was, because it was a baby bag. I just gave it to my daughter, so they kept walking, bro. So when they searched me, I was just like, hey, you come here. Randomly, bro. Was you weed in the bag?
Was you stinking?
No, it was a random search, bro. We were where we was going. This was like about 7 years ago, because my son wasn't born yet. This is about like 7 years ago, bro. At the airport. I had a tank top on and shit, you know what I mean? I just looked at the part. It was like, hey, you come here. I had the baby diaper bag. I gave that shit right to my daughter. Told her, y'all keep walking. I'll catch up. Just keep going.
I done went through the X-ray machine. Hey, I done went through the X-ray machine.
I done went through the X-ray machine with weed in my pocket, bro. Took it out and held it in my hand with my money like this.
Damn.
Because you don't have to put your money on the X-ray machine. You can hold that shit. No, you
Yeah,
don't.
you do.
No,
yeah,
you don't.
do. The last time I flew, you do. They tell you remove everything from your pockets.
Okay, except your money and your jewelry. Listen,
I ain't know that.
I just got on bro. I'm telling you, my jewelry, all I had to do was pull it out like this, bro, hold it like that, and I had my money in my hand, but I had the weed behind my money like this, bro. So when I went like that, boom, I had it right in my pocket, and he was like, you got something in your pocket? I go, yeah, my money. He go, oh, hold it in your hand. I went just like that, bro. Boom. As soon as I went, put it right back in my pocket. He said, lift your neck up. Went like that, looked at my chains, and kept moving.
I know the niggities work.
I put my shit
not on that X-ray machine.
They work for me.
Not the one where you got to go like this.
Yes. Under the niggities work for me. What it was.
I'm a little nigga. They gonna see right through all that.
Hey, but you know what? Nowadays, you ain't even got to go through all that though. Nowadays, you don't, because we got to think. We're addicts. We are addicts. We need our medication. There is no difference from bringing your motherfucking Xanax because you're gonna have anxiety where you going. It's the same motherfucking thing.
I like to roll my shit up every time I leave somewhere. I like to roll it up and put them in the Backwoods packs, and then I like put them in one of my back pockets or something, and then just put it in the under carry. That's what I normally do. If I got something.
Pre-roll back. Well, I ain't gonna lie, because I didn't been everywhere. I don't know. It's I still be nervous once I regardless of where I go
I'm always traveling with the
outside of
kids,
Vegas.
bro. So you gotta understand, my nervousness be to the roof, bro. I be just so nervous, but that's why I be like, I try to keep them roll so they know it's personal. If they ever jack a nigga, hey man, that shit's personal.
And
Like,
that's
Yeah, I
what calmed me
remember.
down though. What Dirk said, like we need that shit. That's medication, bro. Like I wasn't even stressing it. I was
Right.
like, man, if I touch down and there's a problem, I'm just gonna be like, man, I bought this shit at the store. This is how it is. I didn't know it was bad here. You know, like throw that shit away.
Man,
I'll keep pushing.
I got caught in Texas, but we gotta remember we gotta change our mind frame as we go to different states. It's like a channel that gotta switch every state you go to,
yes,
so you know
you
what
go
you're
to
dealing with.
Philadelphia, nigga, you go to Pennsylvania, bro, you go to Virginia, some of these Commonwealth states,
Oh man,
nigga, it's over. It's
That's
over,
why I
bro.
don't go there.
There's still like 11 to 12 states, bro, that don't
Mhm.
that this shit is still not legal or none of that shit is.
and highly
And I won't
prosecuted.
keep with them.
Yes, nigga, you still go to prison for that shit in their
Fuck
state.
that.
Maybe not the feds, but in their state.
And bottom
Hey,
line,
you
they
know
gonna
what?
say, I don't know how you guys get it this is what they commonly say. I don't know how you guys do it where you're from,
But this
but
how we
here,
do it.
this is how we do it.
Hey, you know what they do? Well, it's funny because it's like you say, it's medicine. So anytime Matt didn't, when I was around Matt, if he didn't smoke weed, it seemed like he was high. When he smoked weed, he was sober. You dig what
He
I'm
was
saying?
normal. He was normal.
Yeah. And then also at the same time, like Matt, you know the fella. We went. Remember that time we went to the Caribbean with someone you know that we know,
Yeah,
and he took that bundle out there, and then he
yeah,
panicked. Yeah, TS, whatever. But yeah,
yeah.
that.
I remember.
And then on the yeah, but I would say this to anyone that wants to take advantage of any state right now that is not legalized, take advantage. And also, where do I that oil, that syrup you guys talk about,
Yeah,
that thing or something?
yeah.
Okay, where do I get that from? Just any
Follow
shop?
me. Follow
Mhm.
me. Matt knows
Um,
where too.
Hey, one
all
cup
right.
of that shit, bro. I'm telling you, I drank the whole cup, bro, with some strawberry Fanta. That
Oh
shit
yeah, I
was
did give.
fire.
Oh yeah, I gave Young by the way one.
I'm
I'm
not
telling you, I was
talking
walking.
about that lean, that Texas stuff. I'm talking about the
Oh, that's too
California
much.
weed stuff. No, I'm not talking none
Yeah,
about
right.
no Texas
No,
that I'm just talking about that liquid stuff
The
that I
syrup.
can. Yeah, it's weed though, right? It's not no
Yeah,
opiates or anything like that, right?
no, straight
Okay,
weed.
cool,
No, it's straight THC, bro.
cool.
It's like it's a weird high because I was smoking and drinking at the same time. So nigga, I was gone. I was
It's not like
walking up.
an edible.
I was walking up and down the Mission District, bro. I must have walked the same street like 4 times, just high as fuck, looking at the same shit. I'm like, oh, that mural nice. Oh, that's the same motherfucking mural. Like, I was on some shit like that. I was surprised, Dirk, that it had me like faded like that. That shit was cool.
shit. You still had to do the mushroom.
Nah, bro, I don't even know what the fuck happened to that shit.
I knew you was
Oh,
gonna lose it. Soon as it
What's a
dropped out
mushroom?
your hat, I'm like, he's
I
gonna
tell you,
lose that.
Dirt, I was so paranoid that day and so scared, nigga. My PTSD was kicking in. I was ready to go home. I wanted to close the door or something. I was nervous and shit.
oh.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
but I did a review of that THC syrup. I did it on a live. Damn, that was over a year ago. Damn.
Is it how much like how
1,000
much is it?
milligrams. 1,000
But how
milligrams.
much? Okay.
Uh,
And if you were to just say, had some neighbors, would you, if and people want to visit your shop, would you break it down?
I'm gonna bypass all of that. I'm gonna bypass all of that and say that you can go to any dispensary and get it. Any dispensary. The
Hey,
only
I'm
thing
gonna
Right.
keep it 100.
the only
I'm
thing
keep
the
it
flea
100.
market is just cheaper.
I feel like the stuff with the market though, it ain't really what it says it is, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 because 200 milligrams from the club will have
Yeah.
me fucking done. I'm fucking done. If I drink 100 millers and I did that 500 one at there, and then I bought one of those 600 little Rice Krispie treats,
Yeah,
and it had me about where the 200 has me. You know what I mean? So I
yeah.
feel like the market, you can't really trust their gauging. You know, they're not as good as
You
the.
gotta know something though. Your tolerance is at normal.
I be saying the same thing. My tolerance is so high. That's why I need a lot of milligrams. 200 ain't gonna do it.
And I
I'm
feel
gonna look
like
at 200.
drinking, when you drink the shit, you syrup or any of the drinks in the club, I feel like it affects you more like as if you smoked. Like as where if you eat it like edible, like an hour later, you might go into a little frenzy. You might be like, whoa, what's happening? You know, like start breathing and shit. You have to, calm
Yeah,
down. It'll
Hey,
overload
once you
you
can
real
hear
quick.
your heart beating, that's when you know
man.
something wrong.
And you hear
When
it
you start
beating
hearing that
slow.
motherfucker, like, holy shit. When
That
you having
shit
a Friday
goes.
moment,
Doo, doo.
All you gotta do though is just tell yourself it's just weed. And like once you tell yourself it's just weed, you're good. You're gonna laugh, and then from that point on, you're good.
Hey,
hey,
is it
I
edible?
mean,
Like,
as soon as it
hey, it's
hits
like
me,
when
I
that
don't
geeker,
want to be high no more.
hey, Kurt, it's like when that geeker first kick in, that first smack, when you like, oh man, that shit ain't doing nothing, and then you get that smacker, like, whoa. Whoa.
hey, is
I
it
took one
like
more.
is it? Oh, my bad, man. Go ahead. Excuse me. My
No,
bad, bro.
you're good. Go ahead.
No, is it like so? I remember I was in YA, right, and I took or juvenile hall. My dude got something in, and I took he had some like a roach. His someone gave to him, and I swallowed it. And I didn't think any, because he was getting searched after the visit, but he passed to me, and I just swallowed it. But it whooped my ass. I mean, whooped my ass.
Now
Is
hold
it the
on,
same thing
hold,
like that?
hold,
Like an edible?
hold on. Let me say this. There's a myth out there, right? I had said something on 23 and 1. I said that when I ate my shit, I ate my weed, I ate that ounce of weed. I said, I was high as fuck. I was high. But everybody that's in the weed connoisseurs, they're like, you cannot get high. You must activate something in the weed to get it a certain temperature. And fuck all that. I was high.
Nah,
Get off of that. I was.
fuck
This
But
was a.
no.
that's how they tried to discredit me. But he just confirmed he ate a roach and was high.
Bro,
I was high
I
as
know
shit, bro.
I know a dude that has cancer, lung cancer. He just eats, bro. I'll bring him an eighth and he'll smack the eighth now. Eat that shit. And he talking about he'll be high for 3 days. I
Yeah,
was like,
that's what's
damn.
up.
Chill, yeah. Shit, I was high for how long? I don't know. I'd never been that high in my life. Shit, I was 16 too. I was like, first it was cool because I didn't realize I was high. So I started, we had to walk in lines in juvenile hall. So I'm having fun, and then it hit me, and then it took me down, bruh. Like
Man,
I like
hey,
almost went to my knees and prayed, like I will never smoke weed again if you
And
take
you
this
know,
away.
it might have been the rap too. The rap plus the weed. That probably what got you. Because if it was a rope with the blunt wrap,
Mm-hmm.
it was lit.
man, the highest I ever been that I can recall was in the county jail when I smoked that. That was back in the 90s when it was bomb or just bammer or bomb. And I smoked that shit. That shit had me like I was drunk. Like I had the spins, like a drunk spin. Like really,
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall no weed ever having me like that again. But that weed, that right there, I had the spins off that shit. I hadn't smoked in probably like a year, but shit.
This will bring you to spins.
See,
3 or
I'm
4 of
cool.
these.
Chale.
3 or 4 of these, you lay down.
No bueno, no bueno, no bueno.
Mucho bueno.
Hey, do they still have Bammer in California? Because I haven't seen any. I'm just
Hell,
curious. Because if I was to start smoking weed, I smoke Bammer. There's no Bammer. I haven't seen it. Is there, Matt?
Outdoors.
No, I'm talking
people
about
say
straight
they
Bammer,
see it.
like with the seeds and stuff.
Our Bammer nowadays is like our old school green bud.
Yeah, okay. I was curious because it disappeared completely. I've not seen any of it at all.
They stopped fucking with California. They started sending that shit to the Midwest and shit because that's it's always come up from down south, but not after like 2009. I would say 2010, the market kind of fell off. The last time I saw it was probably like 2013 maybe. Now it's just for sale. Someone that had it.
You talking about you talking about real Bammer?
Yeah, I'm talking about like that
Real
brick
Bammer
shit.
weed. Mhm.
Yeah.
With the seeds and the shit.
Hey, you know what? Maybe Bammer is a strand because he's talking about Bammer like it's a strand.
No, I'm talking about the old school Bammer we used to smoke. Like
There's
when
a
I did smoke weed when I was a teenager.
particular strand of Bammer that if you smell it, it's gonna take you back to the 90s. You're gonna instantly remember high school when you smell it.
Yep.
That Bammer right there, that's the original Bammer right there.
Is that something I can smoke? Because I don't smoke, bro, so I don't know. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, of course.
But I'm saying it's not going to take me in my
now-
deep space in that, that rabbit hole.
You need some good Bammer. Just regular. Right now, regular weed is Bammer. Any regular weed is Bammer. It's divided into categories. Top shelf. Well, actually, we got A plus, and then you go down to C, and then you got your B's. Like B's would be like regular cookies. Then you got anything under that is Bammer pretty much. The cakes and all that is you get some good cakes up there, but it's the shelves of it, low grade, mid grade, high grade, and upper high grade. I would say 4 categories.
Yep.
Okay.
And then there's that private reserve, the shit you don't even see. The shit that growers are doing that they ain't sharing yet.
That's the mystery menu. That's
that's
what was
for
that?
the exclusive. That's the exclusive club. That's for the those who don't know.
That's that mystery menu. You got to have the code and everything to see that stuff. You gotta. That's the dark web.
Yeah, basically, cryptocurrency, damn near. When the person, hell yeah. But yeah. Hey, y'all, wifey just made me a plate breakfast. Shout out Matt Moonbeam, of course, the big homie. Everybody else tapped in. Young, Droops, Tim Snow, is it?
Tim Snizzle.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Shout out everybody, the whole nation. Much love, man. But I'm gonna eat my breakfast because it's time. So much love, y'all.
And it's called Canaline. Canaline, the syrup, like cannabis, lean, canaline.
And hypothetically, if I had a neighbor, can I profit off of it? We'll talk.
Good.
On your terms. Okay.
Good.
Shout out, nation. All right, one.
All right, Jack. Go. Salute. Samuel. Halada. What's going on, guy?
It's always great.
Shit. I don't know, man. You know how we do word association? Like Samuel is always the next thing after that is Jack Hera. Jack Hera. What is that called?
Shit, I'm gonna say it's what you're calling it. I'm gonna say it.
Jack Hera.
Yeah.
Now you can properly show the nugget. Let me see that nugget.
See, you're sitting on it right now. I'm not busy.
Wow.
Yeah, some frosties.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes I'll be yes. Hey, sometimes I'll be flossing, like somebody will show a nugget and I'll be like, "Ooh, that's boo-boo." Or I'll be like, "Ooh, that's nice." But sometimes you see a nugget and it's like, wow.
Yeah, certain ones all got their beauties.
Wow. Uh-huh.
This one's hard as a rock, too.
What's that?
Wedding cake.
That's the shit, man.
One of the cake families.
Have you heard? So what's up with? Have you noticed the rise of the banana strand?
Yes, sir. It's been around.
But have you noticed everything how it's coming up though?
Yeah, because you know why? It's just that it's like that time lapse of when the banana strands hit and everyone liked it, They take it, they cut it with something else they like.
Yeah.
2 years later, you're starting to get it on the market. So like, what was just hot like a year ago, like 2 years ago,
Pies.
pies, even like a lot of the gelatos. So that all the gelatos and all that stuff is turned into ice cream cakes, runts, all the gelato family.
Yeah, Runts another one.
The Sunday driver.
Oh yeah. Bacchio, what's it?
Biscotti.
Biscotti.
Yep. And what people are doing is they're taking the old school stuff that they like, and then the new shit that they like that fucking bananas was around 2 or 3 years ago. So the bananas got crossed. Now you got like the Golden State bananas, which is like one of the original ones, but you got OG banana, you got blue bananas, you got fucking Sunday drivers. They got all kinds of different ones that have gotten the cuts in.
So far, the strongest weed out there right now that I've heard of but never seen is David Banner.
Oh, David Banner, yeah, from Seven Leaves.
Yes, yes.
Their shit's fire, bro. Remember I smoked we smoked the purple gelato. That one day you guys came over. That shit was from Seven Leaves. And that shit's some fire. They got purple gelato, that one, the Banner. They got Bomb or something. And then I just saw they had a black slushy. They just dropped.
Black slushy. That just sounds exotically good.
Bro, they have blue slushy, and it was fucking fire. It was dumb. I got the bag right here. There's that purple gelato. That's what I had. I had the lemon.
It's all good, CB. Go ahead.
But now they got
that look good. Hey, that look good.
And then so they just dropped the black one.
I wonder are they into competition with cookies?
No, not really. Technically, yeah, because Cookies got their own brand of weed too. So Seven Leaves is another company that's, there's hella weed politics in the Sacramento game, bro. Like Sacramento weed game and growing, there's hella politics. A lot of fools have had problems in the past where like there's certain brands that won't ever go to certain clubs just based on previous history, Like Connected got major. You'll never see nothing from Burner or Cookies in a fucking Connected because Connected basically bought out Burner shit, bought out the Gelato 41, the Biscotti, Gushers, all those strands. They basically bought those.
So that's why Burner say we don't smoke Biscotti or the Gushers or anything from them game goofy motherfuckers.
Exactly. Yep. Because he was. From what I heard, he basically got burned out of like 30 million is what happened. So, or 300 million maybe. It was something crazy. Because he had all those cookie stores before, but they were never called Cookies because that fool was hella smart, bro. He never put his name on it because he knew he was going to sell that shit and open up his own cookies shit,
Yeah. That was smart.
Yeah. So, like, that's why it was club efforts. But then everybody thought Connected was going to be his shit because it was the C and it was, the name. So Connected is what they bought as a franchise. And he turned around and opened up Cookies franchise off selling Connected franchise.
Wow. So it really was Burners at one time.
Exactly. Yeah.
I remember.
I don't think it was all his, of course, there's business partners in the background all the time with that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. But yeah, it was basically his name shit, and they just sold it. So when he sold his shit and said he was coming out with cookie stores, they got hot. That's why they started suing his ass every time he said Gushers or anything that they had the rights to the name of. That's why they won't let him.
In his music?
Not on his music and in this club. Like when he opened Cookies and if he put Gushers on the menu, they were coming after him because they're saying they own the rights to that weed strand. Like he sold that. He can't sell it no more, I'm like, what? But you know what they do? They just change the names, bro. They just call it something else. It's the same fucking strain.
They just call it what it originally is. What is it
Exactly.
crossed with?
Which one?
What is the Gushers crossed with?
Oh shit, I'd have to look it up. No idea.
But it's crossed
yeah,
though, right?
Yeah, it's crossed with
Yes,
something.
I would call it whatever it's crossed with.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Just come out and tell them straight up what it is. For
Yeah, I
real.
still don't like cookies prices though. Or
Yeah,
so what's the politics with lemonade?
Lemonade,
Called cookies.
because that's another franchise he started that he opened up basically to partner up with different people, and he wants to have like I don't know, I'm just guessing. I would say he wants to have two different kind of points in the game where it's not really a cookie store, as it's lemonade's its own brand, like cookies is his own brand. He wants to come out with lemonade shit, you know what I mean?
Damn, the things you could do when you have money. You could bring your ideas to life. Damn it.
Yeah,
When you
sure.
don't have money, they ideas kind of.
And that lemonade cut that he had, like I remember him like way back when, because that was what Lemon Tree was, you know what I mean? All those lemons, that all came from whatever cut he had introduced to the game. But Burner really don't be the one that's doing the crosses, bro. He's just the hype man. And if it's just like if Burner hit me up and was like, "Hey, you got some kind of?" Of course, I'm gonna give him a cut because it's Burner. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna fuck with them on it, even if he's making cash out or whatever. But
Yeah,
that's what he does. He just goes around and gets the best of everything. And then his partners like Jigga and Sherbinsky back in the day, because Sherbinsky's the one who made a lot of them. Like that shit's on YouTube. You can look it up and watch them fools.
and Jigga and Burner made cookies.
Yeah, pretty much. And Be Legit. Be Legit was in on that too. Yeah. Yeah, they all were in on that shit. And that's like Durban Poison.
Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa, he just named Triangle Kush fucking Khalifa Kush. So that's
shit.
What that is.
Be real.
Be Real, Insane OGs. You got all the Insane line. They're fire too. They're good shit.
But they all connected. What's that Taylor Gang?
Oh yeah, Taylor Gang, yeah. But Taylor Gang's really not like a label though, right? It's just more like a group.
More like just a clique.
Yeah.
Weed. They're like a weed clique. Snoop part of it.
And I think it's kind of like one of them things too, where they can hit each other up and ask for work from each other without getting taxed on it. You know what I mean? Kind of help each other as one clique.
Network.
Yeah, that's dope though. Almost like
probably Wiz Khalifa probably yells it the most.
Yeah, for sure. He's like the originator of it, I think. It's like a fucking rappers union.
Shit, for real. You want to use my studio? Come on.
You for real.
Hey, I made a post on Facebook that said growth is silent until it can no longer be contained.
Post is silent?
No, growth is silent until it can no longer be contained.
That's deep right there, boy. You know where my mind went the first spot. Weed plants.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking a lot of different things, but that saying affects people differently.
For sure.
Because whatever you're trying to grow at, don't talk about it, be about it. And then you're going to do it until it can no longer, you can't hide what you're doing because you're starting to succeed.
Yeah, for sure.
So with weed, you silent, you baby in your plants, you baby in your seeds. You got to make sure to take care of them like, kids and stuff. Then you watch them grow up, and all of a sudden they outgrow that pot. They can't be contained in that pot no more. So now you got to put them in the big, you feel me? And then you watch them grow. And to the point where you like, shit, it's gone, it's done its thing. Now it's time.
Yep. For sure. That is a damn good quote right there. Prime time. Speaking of which, that's my plans for today. My babies need room. They need room to grow. Need dirt.
I like those. Yeah. Hey, so when do you wanna hit the river again? Not that river. I want to hit something else where I'm finna change my life. I want to pull in something.
Shit, we trying to go river again? We can get the American River up, or we could go
What about Folsom Lake?
Folsom Lake's cool, but right now it's gonna be bass fishing and maybe King's still hitting. It's kind of getting hot though for trout, unless you go deep. Depends on what you're gonna catch, really. Whatever you feel like.
Shit. I want easy fish. How about that? Easy fish.
Easy fish?
Easy fishing.
Oh, well then.
Catch bluegills and like Clear Lake type of shit.
Oh, okay.
Because in Clear Lake, there's no telling what you gonna pull out of there. You can pull out a giant bluegill, a giant crappie, a giant catfish, a giant bass.
Okay, we need to go to Lake Natoma then. You know Lake Natoma? Right by the outlets. Between Folsom Lake.
Oh, yeah.
All up under the bridge.
I always wondered about there. Well, I never went.
Hey, you know where the record trout in California was pulled out of? That motherfucking lake. Lake Natoma.
Oh.
That shit holds the record for trout in California. All of California, every fucking river, lake, all that shit. Lake Natoma has the California state record. Like a 3 foot, like fucking 40 pounds or some shit.
That's that's a lake.
Yeah. And then, that motherfucker was living up in there right by the pen, right up by the prison. I've gotten up in the river part of that, all the way up to that cable where it says, "Do not cross this line in state property." Like you can see the tower and everything, homie, chilling.
Hey, that's where that tower that you was looking at, right there on the other side of that wall. That's where I used to have my little stick and my rocks, and I used to hit them into that water that you was at. I used to throw rocks as hard as I could because it was little ways, and then see if I could hear the splash when it hits the water.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And then did you look at the flagpole when you was there? You could see the flagpole in Old Folsom to show you where it is.
Where it is, yeah.
I used to sit on that flagpole and just look out over the water. I could see the road. I could see that road right there, the bridge.
Yeah, because it's up higher than the wall is. It's like right there.
I could see the water tower all the way in Rancho Cordova.
No shit. Damn.
Man, talk about being free. That was the closest to freedom. I couldn't wait to go to work.
For real. For real.
Lake Amador.
Lake Amador is good too, but it's expensive. Like it's like fucking me and you go to fish. We're looking at like fucking probably like $60 or something.
Fuck.
For real.
What about Lake Almanor? You say you never been there? Huh?
Never been there, but it's nice as shit, bro. I looked at pictures of that shit and it's beautiful. So
you want to hear my story about the one that got away?
Okay, let's hear these fish tales.
All right,
hey,
man.
You saw one of mine.
Yeah.
I told y'all I got something big. That motherfucker came up and the hook was snapped in half.
Man,
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Shit, that walrus, that sea lion came and took your shit.
It might have been, bro. It really might have been. That was one of the hardest sets I felt in a long time. I set the hook and I felt some shit like a slug just start pulling my shit away hella hard, and then just boink, it just snapped my shit.
Damn.
It wasn't no snag either. It was a fucking fish. I know the difference. I wouldn't have been bullshitting.
Man, so I went to Lake Almanor, right? I'm watching these people fish, and they catching little bitty ass trout, right? So I got my worm, I'm throwing it out, but every time I'm pulling it on in by the dock, something keep hitting it. So I keep throwing it out. Bam, I hook it. Big ass trout, right? I reel that motherfucker in. So I had this string and Now I know it's called a stringer, of course, but back then I wasn't sure. I was a teenager. I didn't know. I just seen a rope with a point and a hoop at the end. So in my mind, I figured I was supposed to stick that in his mouth, and then I was supposed to put a stick in the ground and tie that to the stick. I didn't know I was about the pointing thing going. I didn't know nothing about that. So by this time, the trout been out the water. Like the people down the way, they seen me catch it. They seen me catch it and gave me a thumbs up. So he had been out the water for a minute. So I kind of put him to the water, like not in the water, but like a little bit by the water, because I had to go find a stick so I could tie him up. So when I went to go find the stick, I found one. I came back. The fish was gone. I told my mom, I said, Mama, I just had a big old fish. She was like, where is it? I'm like, it got away. She was like, yeah, right. You didn't have no fish, no big old fish the size of your arm. I did. These people seen me. She was like, yeah, right. So the next thing you know, as we was leaving, the people that gave me the thumbs up, they said, what happened to your big old fish? I looked at my mama like, see?
Yeah. I got what's like kind of like that too, because me and my boy, we went to like kindergarten together and shit, and we're still homies. And every time we get a chance, we go fishing together. And we always go out to Lake Comanche for fishing on the boat and shit. And we had like this curse going where we weren't catching shit, bro. Like we went like literally like 5 or 6 times, and we weren't catching nothing. We were getting pissed. And so like he's like, man, I brought a bottle of Jack this time. Like if we don't catch no fish, at least we're gonna get fucked up. I'm like, all right. So like we go out in the morning and go out to our little spot that we can see is kind of cool, and we start fishing it. And he bangs a nice trout, like a fucking 16-inch, 18-inch trout, beautiful, hella fat and shit. And we're all juiced and shit. He throws it on the stringer. We're like, fuck yeah. He's like, fuck that. We're gonna crack this bottle and start celebrating. You know, we're gonna catch some fish today. So we started cracking the bottle, took a couple shots, started smoking one, and man, you know how it went. That was the only fish we got the whole time sitting there. We're like, fuck, man, moved spots, trying shit, and then we were by about 2 hours later, we're pretty fucked up. And we're like, all right, well, let's smash across the lake to the other side and fucking try over there, you know. We're fucking smashing, and my homie's like, damn near fucking flipping the boat. We're in this little aluminum and shit, piece of shit. And like we fucking get almost to where we're about to be, and he's like, I hear fuck. I'm like, what? I look back and he got the stringer and he pulls it up. It's only the head, bro. It's only the head left on the fish. That motherfucker had been bouncing off the motor or something, or just ripped the body off the head from us flying across the lake. He never pulled the fish in.
Damn.
Yeah.
That motherfucker hit that propeller, turned into chum.
Like the curse continues, man. Like, fuck.
I went to Comanche. I didn't catch nothing.
Funny as fuck.
I didn't catch nothing. And then if you go at the wrong time, it'll be hella windy. Hey.
Yep. Hella windy.
Hey, we gotta do Clear Lake.
It's far out there.
We gotta do Clear Lake, man. When the last time you been to Clear Lake?
Shit, years, bro. Hold on, bro. Yeah, I haven't been to Clear Lake in like 5 years, I think. Clear Lake's scary to me, man. That shit's kind of, I don't know. It's that Erie Lake. It's almost like a damn ocean. You know what I mean? When you see it to certain points, it's fucking choppy and everything.
You said Erie?
Yeah, I don't know why. There's something about that place,
like it's a Loch Ness monster in there or something.
Yeah, or like I don't know, man. It's just fucking. I don't know. It's like one of the oldest lakes, I think, or is it something like that? Oldest, not the deepest, but it's the oldest lake or something around.
What's scary? It ain't gonna be scary if you're on a bank or something or fishing off a dock, but off a boat. What's scary is that there's no limit on what you can pull into that boat. You might pull a catfish bigger than your boat.
That's what I'm saying. That type of shit.
That's scary. What you gonna do? What we gonna do? Me and you fishing out there. We pull up a 40-pound catfish.
Taking a picture and then we're fucking cutting the line.
You ain't even gonna give it a second guess.
That hook will rust out of his mouth sometime later. You know, like that. Ooh, nah, 40 pound catfish. We can pull them out the water. I would say anything over 80 pounds would be a little sketch. You ever see when they do the halibut fishing and they gotta fucking shoot that motherfucker in the head before they even pull it in the boat?
Damn.
They be strapped.
Ain't halibuts like big and round?
Yeah, they're like what do they call that shit? Like they lay on the bottom like a bottom feeder and they shoot up and attack shit. So they're not really a bottom feeder, you know what I mean? They're like they lay on the bottom and shoot
They
up.
look like stingrays without their stinger.
Yeah, and they're like a white on one side and then like a sandy, rocky color look on the other.
Why they gotta shoot it though?
Because they're so fucking big and they're like all muscle. They're like a big motherfucking muscle, bro. They'll just fucking you get them on the boat, they're liable to knock you into the water because they'll start going crazy.
Now I gotta see this shit.
You look it up. They all use 9mm basically, but I'm like, that shit could get sketchy.
How they fishing? Damn.
Yeah.
Serious?
This is basically the last day I'm in Alaska.
He's about to get bumped.
You
Dad's gonna tag his license.
you have to look up like big halibut catch.
Does that look like a grouper though?
Get it filleted up and get it shipped home.
Oh, the groupers are fucking nasty too, bro.
He's 30, 25.
It look like codfish.
What's the nice link?
All right, let me get on one. This
Halibut so bomb though.
10 casting rod, 80.
I want to see him. They said it. It said it too. They gonna bomb. They gonna bonk you as soon as he come in. They gonna blam you.
Much like the same thing if you were on a charter boat in California, just jigging, drifting with swim baits.
Maps hooked up. Hopefully, his biggest ling cod ever.
Whatever it is, it's probably
Ling
the biggest thing I ever
cod.
caught.
Oh no! I said we had to shoot this
I think it's probably
for
a
our
ling.
safety.
I
Yeah.
mean, another ling.
100-pound
That's his biggest.
cat. 100-pound
It's
flounder.
not bad. Actually, my biggest one is 17 pounds, so this is.
No, halibut. Oh, there you go.
I think
That is a big ass fish,
You found a big one, huh?
man. Hell yeah. That motherfucker like a baby dolphin. Damn. And it's hella flat though.
Yep. So I'm saying that these lays on the bottom. Where's Big Bad at? In the comments.
I don't know. I think they say we got chemistry. You can't see how many people watching them. You can't?
Nah.
I
No,
can say in the last 2 days, this number of people watching has been kind of high.
Has it?
It's high right now.
I be forgetting sometimes that we're even live. Be on the damn Instagram so much now. I'm like, fuck.
It's 21 people watching.
Damn. What's up, all 21 people? I just looked down and saw there was 80 comments since last time I checked. So I was like, oh shit.
Man, you know what? Every day is a different vibe, and I guess this is a good vibe.
You can't go wrong chilling, smoking, talking about fishing. Shit. Ain't nothing bad about that unless you're just a fucking fish activist or something.
Man, I start nicking like you need a cigarette. I start ticking. We start talking about fishing. I start getting that. Like Matt, like when we going fishing.
I'm the same way, shit.
Hey, but like I say, I was thankful for Turbo though. I was very thankful because y'all had chemistry, and he wasn't like I'm scared. I was scared, like pulling up to docks and docking and shit. My big ass fall in the water. I might as well just swim to the shore.
Yeah.
I might as well swim with the current to the shore. I might as well, because all that trying to hoist my big ass back up into the boat while I'm in the water, man. Look, I'm gonna tip the boat. I'm gonna tip the boat. So shit, I'm gonna be like, Matt, I'm gonna hold on to the boat. Drive go that way. Go that way. I'm gonna hold on for dear life.
That shit was hella fun though, man. That shit was cool. And then Turbo having boat experience helped out, you know what I mean? So
man, look at here. When that motherfucking anchor fell though, look, hey, hey, look, let me give it instant replay. When that motherfucking anchor fell, that motherfucking Turbo was like, hold on, let me pull it up. That motherfucker said the anchor fell. I was like, anchor fell. Then I looked at Matt Moonbeam like, what does that mean? Are we gonna die? I was like, Matt, are we gonna die? we done lost the anchor.
You were like, what happens next? I was like, shit, we fucking find something to tie off to or figure this out. Like that shit was great, but Turbo really did though, bro. I thought something like terrific happened when he saw a fish on the anchor or something was, you know what I mean? He spooked me the way he turned around, and then when he said the anchor fell, I was just like, oh, like all right, I've done that before. You know what I mean? Been here, done this. Hey, but I did it on the American River, bro, where the current is moving.
Yeah.
So think about being on a little river and that shit snapping, and all of a sudden now you got like a limited amount of time to start the motor before you start going into 1 foot of water and shit and having problems or some shit like that.
Damn. Hey, that was hella water that you had to drain. You know that?
That was a lot of water. That's the most I've ever had in the boat.
And that was all because I sat my big ass in the front?
Right.
Oh, shit.
No, it was really that wave, too, because I wasn't able to turn the boat any direction. We ended up going straight at the wave because of how we turned around.
Yeah.
So if I could have went sideways, we wouldn't have dug into the front like that. And if there wasn't an extra 300 pounds at the front of the boat, it might have went a little bit higher.
And look, I wasn't expecting it. I figured we didn't dipped enough times for me to see what's gonna happen if we hit the wave. So when that one just went surprisingly low, I wasn't expecting. I wasn't ready.
People don't be thinking this. That's why they always say people underestimate the Sac River, right? Like if you were fucking swimming in those waves, you might as well just go to the ocean, and it's safer because the ocean will push you to the shore. The river is gonna rock you and slam you and do all that, and it's gonna take you down the river. You know what I mean? And then you saw
my reality check. My reality check was when I was throwing the pole all the way this way, and within seconds, my bait was already floated down toward the Asians. Within seconds. So just think if that was a human, you're gonna get swept away so fast. So so let the record reflect. I respect the river. I actually faced my fear and got on that boat. I just didn't let you know, Matt, but I was scared of shit. But I faced my fear getting on that river because to me, the river equals death. Capital D, death. That's what the river equals.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of sketch out there. Like you see people fucking acting a fool, man, and like I said, you gotta watch out because people just think they know everything about a boat. And like I said, there's no fucking brakes. There ain't no fucking steering like wheels. Like you're riding the wave, whichever direction you're headed.
Is there any stories about pirates along the river?
Oh yeah, more out in the Delta though. I'm not gonna lie, like out Rio Vista, out there in like the deep water channel where it opens up to before you go into
by Sutter's.
Even deeper, like even where you go out to like
Marysville.
South where before you go to the ocean, like all the Delta out there,
like West Sackish.
Yep, but deeper like Dixon out that way.
Yeah.
So out that direction, there's stories of there was stories of a couple Asian dudes being in a boat, and then they'd be pretending like they're broke down, and they'd be waving people down, like hey, like hey, we fucking need help, and people will go over to help them, and they pull pistols out and fucking clean you out, basically whatever you had, take your phones, taking everything, and then like I heard they would dismantle your shit too. They would take your gas tank, so you'd be the next one. You'd be stuck out there with no cell phone, no way of driving your boat, and waiting for the next person to come by to try to help. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But they ain't gonna do that. They're probably doing that to people that are like 1 or 2 deep. You know, like they don't look like they're gonna put up a fight, or they might not be strapped up either.
So, all right. So to change the subject, if we hook a sturgeon, are we pulling it in the boat?
Depending on what it looks like, you get it up to the boat, and if it looks like it's within that 4 to 5 foot range, yeah, you pull it in and measure it, and then. But we gotta have tags, bro, because I ain't fucking around with that one. You gotta have sturgeon tags.
Like you can't hack it up and put it in the ice chest real fast.
Nope. Nah, I'm straight, bro. You go right back to the pen. They're not playing with that. They're going to the feds. You're going to the feds. Straight up, it's an endangered species, bro. You're only allowed to keep 2 of those a year.
Damn. Hey,
so like, once you're tagged out, you can't even fish for them. You can't even be like, oh, I'm fishing for a sturgeon and I'm gonna release it. You can't.
Is there a particular bait that's sturgeon bait? Or
salmon.
So you accidentally catch a sturgeon?
Oh yeah. My uncle did on my boat right here at Elkhorn, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, caught a sturgeon, a keeper too. And get this, he had sturgeon tags, but he didn't have them with him, so he couldn't keep it.
We should have been like, hey, take this home.
Yeah, for real. I would have been like fucking. I would have dropped somebody, whoever was with us. I would have dropped them off and been like, "Hey, go pick these up and come back. We're gonna tag your fish before I pull it out the boat." You know.
Hey, just left them dragging. Hey, what's the? He said it's sturgeon good eating.
They're hella good eating. I've never personally caught one and ate it, but I've had sturgeon before, and sturgeon's everything, caviar eggs, and people compare it to like the best fish you can get.
Sturgeon, I like trout. I think as far as like the chunkiness, the flakiness of the, I don't know. Probably trout or bass for me. As far as like exquisite fish, I can't say I done had fish too exotic. Because if I see it and it looks weird, I'm not gonna eat it.
You don't like salmon?
Salmon don't look weird. I eat that.
That's my favorite. I love to catch salmon and go home and barbecue it.
I probably wouldn't eat red snapper if I had seen one in person.
I tell you this, man.
A lot of the shit that comes out the ocean is scary as hell.
Mm-hmm. And then the caviar, bro. If you get some caviar, taste some of that, your taste buds will change. Your palates. I mean, you're eating fish eggs. I feel you, but it has to come.
You eat sushi?
Hell yeah.
See, I don't eat sushi.
To me, that's bait. That's fucking bait. That's bait to catch the fish. I ain't gonna eat the egg.
Game. That's game. Mm-hmm. Real shit. Hell
yeah. Me no eat no sushi.
I eat, man. As I develop my taste palates and become older. So before I would just eat like peanut butter jelly sandwiches and hamburgers, basically. But now as I develop my taste, but like my wife right now is making tofu and eggs and something else and putting it together. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? What the hell? Hey. But I'm getting older.
Ask Turbo what some of them dudes over on Stockton will pay for a sturgeon, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You blow your motherfucker. You blow your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Blow your mind. Mm-hmm. Blow your mind.
Give me a ballpark. Just give me a ballpark.
800 just for the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
$800 for the rest of the fish.
so that's a $1,600 fish. And that's on the low end.
Stupid low.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Because they going into the store and selling the eggs for like what, $69 a pound, $49 a pound.
They all got eggs in them.
No,
They have to have eggs
the females.
for the
So you
caviar.
So if you
But see,
catch
I
a
don't know.
male, that's just 800.
Probably. I don't know though. See, I don't know. Like, are they fucking male and female fish, or are they one of them fucking self-reproducing ones? You know what I mean? These motherfuckers are ancient, bro. They're like they've been around since the dinosaurs. So it might be self-reproductive shit too. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, let's find out.
Or
Here in the Dirty Nation, we like to do research.
I know about it, but I just don't
How
remember
do
the proper
sturgeon
terminology for that shit. Hermaphrodite. There you go. Hermaphrodite.
There you go, Matt. Yep, exactly.
Greater than recovery program. After fertilization, pallid sturgeon eggs hatch in 5 to 8 days, after which the larvae drift back downstream for several weeks. As the larvae develop tails, they seek out slower moving waterways and slowly mature over a period of a dozen years.
Damn, they only spawn every 4 to 9 years. That's why they shit.
Delicacy. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So you're removing a part of history.
That's why it's crazy. That's why I'm saying it's super restricted shit. They're not playing with the sturgeon. They got sturgeon farms though, where they're raising them and selling it that way. But the natural born that we see in the river, like the natural shit, everything natural is always better. Farm raised is always missing something in the natural environment can't provide. Even the combination of just different food chain throughout the seasons. Like the fish feed on different shit depending on what time of the year it is. So you got to know what they're eating if you want to catch them, and that's what makes them way healthier. Like I said, I will not eat fish from the store, from a restaurant, nothing. I'm cool. Maybe some shrimp, maybe. I don't even like it. You know what I mean? Steak and shrimp, I'll have like 3, maybe. But then like when it comes to catching the salmon on the river, when I pull it out and I know where I'm moving, I can feel the strength. I can see it's healthy and it's still got salt lice on it from the ocean. So that means
when you pull it out, you already deciding if it's about to be a sandwich right there.
Yeah, steaks and dinner on the plate, and my kids love that shit. My wife loves that shit, and I just love to barbecue it. That's
as soon as he come out the water, he already sized up.
Yeah, and then with stripers, the homie Paivon, I used to take all my stripers to the Asian homie Paivon, and he would make striper soup, like the Asian style. He's a Laos, so his mom would get down and cook that shit in the big ass pot, bro. The whole fish, dirty head, eyes, everything, and just boil that bitch down with all kinds of different combinations of shit. I never fucked with that, but they was talking about it was on point, Oh damn.
Hey man, you remember when Paivon, rest in peace, would bring the all that the shit he would not say shit, but the food he would cook and bring it to work and be like, "You want some?" I'll be like, "Hell no."
Like, what the fuck is it? Just try it. Nah, man, I'm good. Like, he had some scary stuff, squid and all kinds of stuff.
Hey, he had Lake Natoma spread going on. Lake Natoma soup. Ain't no telling what's in that thing.
Yeah, Lake Natoma though, it got like what you're saying, bro. It got everything: bluegill, crappie, carp, catfish, trout, bass, smallmouth, largemouth, spotted. It got everything in there, and it's only a 5 mile an hour lake, so there's no boats, there's no jet skis, just wakeboarders, and like people.
So we can troll.
Paddle.
You can troll. Yeah, no, we can't go fast on that lake because it's 5 mile an hour only. And so that way, 5 mile an hour is cool, but whatever.
What speed do you troll? What's troll speed?
Like 2. Yeah. 2.5. It depends on the fish and the spot too. Like if you go to the ocean and you troll for tuna, it's like 20 miles an hour. I'm like,
they hitting.
Yeah, they're chasing that shit because they're using big ass fake fish and it attracts them, and they chase it. But then like in our rivers and lakes, like we're usually 2.5, 3.5 miles an hour, depending on what you're doing.
Kayaking.
Hey,
You kayak. I've never kayaked. I'm too scared.
no, it's fun. Put a vest on,
What?
just not in the Sacramento River, but put a vest on if you're in the Sacramento, any Sacramento River, the Delta. Put
Or
a
American.
vest on, bro. Yeah, exactly. Sacramento
People take
American
their
River.
kids swim at the American River all the time, man, and you get wet, but don't swim. Don't go out there and try to swim across the river.
I do think they starting
Hell
people
no.
getting the message though, because back in the days we used to hear about a person drowning a week in the Sacramento River.
Hey, they're not talking about it no more, bro. They're not fucking reporting on that shit no more. There was a
Man,
kid that drowned last weekend right here in Rancho. A kid, like a 14-year-old kid.
What? They didn't make the news?
Nah, nothing.
it
Damn.
happens so often. We
But
have
see, I don't
one
know
of
if
the
he
most.
died though. I don't know if he died all the way. You know, he drowned, but I don't. You know, they rescued him.
Damn.
Yeah, we
Man,
had Sacramento is considered our rivers are one of the deadliest in the United States of America. Like my mom would not let me even stick my toe in the river. When we would go there just for like a barbecue or something, I couldn't even stick my toe in the river. I'm scared of water because of that. That traumatized me. I remember seeing that every single week on the news, someone drowning in our rivers. So I was like, I'm good.
yeah, I downloaded that. That's downloaded. That's why look, see this D? You go too deep, that equals death. Too deep,
Ooh.
death.
Yeah,
Too
they
deep,
would jump
too
off the
fast.
bridges and stuff. And
What
then
you say? Draft too deep equals too deep. Catch a draft, death.
But also Matt taught me this too, Matt taught me this. Like they say, like people when you go into the river, the current's so strong, you may be in like 2 feet of water, and you go down, right? But you can't pick yourself up because that water is going. You know that current is hitting you.
Just
Remember
that
that,
thought
Matt?
is fucked up. Just that thought is fucked up.
People,
Because you know the pool. Like if you stood in flowing water, and you know if your feet get from up under you, the chances of you getting your feet back, if it's going fast enough, is unlikely because you're gonna be this way. You're gonna be flat damn near.
Yeah.
you know what?
And you can't get there.
I almost went down walking across the American River, right? And I had my tackle, my backpack, and my pole. And I was walking, and I felt my foot to stick. And I was like, oh, fuck. I went to pull it back, and it started to get stuck, and I threw everything, bro. I was like, fuck it. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm using these hands right now. I'm pulling my foot out this bitch. And I yanked my foot out and jumped over. But if you, like I said, with jaw, like you're talking about, like, if the water's this deep, and you fall backwards underneath it, and a 1.5 foot of water, 2 feet of water, try doing a sit-up in that shit. It ain't happening. You're gonna struggle.
Oh, that's even a worse thought.
So are you gonna put the oil in my car?
Yeah, and hey, I gotta do some quick maintenance on the wife's car before she takes a trip, man.
It's all good, man. I'm about to end the live anyway, man. It's been a good, positive, wholesome ass live anyway, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Shout
y'all
out
have
Matt.
a good Saturday. Shout out Matt, John, and everybody else who came on. Shout out all the moderators and all the new people.
Shout out, man.
Yeah.
Big homie Dirt.
Definitely,
And back
guys.
to this tofu
Have a good
and
weekend,
eggs.
man.
All right, y'all.